Welcome back for your yummy update, friends. We've been seeing a lot of stablecoin super cycle news confirming all over the media. We have the SEC dropping the big bombshell project crypto news all over the market. But for the rest of us, we're still tugging along. Here we are with the weekly Bitcoin chart, tugging up and down, up and down, up and down. This is not the tug you want to see, though, okay? This is not the one where, well, let's just say it's a family-friendly show, okay? We're still hoping and coping as we are moving on through this cycle. We need Ethereum to finally burst up, break its all-time high, and just pretty much confirm institutions like us. They're here. I think when Ethereum hits this $5,000 round number, they start to see, you know, we could see it at 10. It could trade at 15. Why can't it be 25? I want to see events like, for example, Microsoft, which was named after Bill Gates' Willie, that just hit 4 trillion market cap. Okay, that is the second company in history to hit it. 4 trillion. So if meth hits 1 trillion, it's about $8,000. It's a little over $8,000. Okay, so you know, it would be nice if Ethereum, when it's like 5 to 8, when we hit that number, I would love, you know, I want to be reading in the media with everyone out here where they say, you know, why can't Ethereum be the next Microsoft? You know, it's used everywhere, adoption, it's the future, you know, so why can't Ethereum be 4 trillion? I want to see people talk like that. And that would imply a 32,000 American dollar Ethereum price. And hopefully we start to see these things kind of stretch out. But we're still building up towards it. Kind of interesting, something I want to look at as well. Oh, man, I knew this would fade back. I knew it would. PumpFun token, friends. I remember on my timeline, some guy, he put on a leverage long here, and he literally screenshotted it up here. I think it was up 90 grand. And it was, you got to understand what I was looking at. It was literally this. Okay, it was literally seeing, I'll show you. This is what I was saying. And by the way, he was like, he had zoomed in on it. He goes, oh my gosh, PumpFun's the future. And then pretty much what ends up happening is blip, 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 blip. There you go. Okay. Man, that's it. So PumpFun is still down from the ICO, down 36%, man. So yeah, man, Soylana, friends. Soylana as well, because we have to watch it, friends. Soylana was the retailer indicator of that last cycle. And a lot of people as well have been asking me, so I mean, with Soylana, like, what's the whole significance with this SOL-eth ratio, which is going down? Why is it important? It's because, I'll tell you why, right? Last year, which is the year before 2025, okay, I made videos last year saying, hey, actually, friends, it's funny, I made videos in 2023 about what to tell you. This is how much I front on. I said, every crypto cycle, I did research, okay? Every Bitcoin halving year, 2012, 2016, 2020, there is a narrative theme that appears, which is the first resurrection of like altcoins outside of Bitcoin. Yes, in the bull market. It's the first inkling. And it's the only thing that really runs well. And everybody gets trapped because it goes on in the Bitcoin halving year and people make an incorrect assumption. They assume that the strength of whatever runs in the Bitcoin halving year will continue in the actual big bull market that you're waiting for, and it never does. Okay, this is exactly what happened in last cycle. So in 2020, what happened in 2020, friends? You had DeFi, more specifically DeFi 1.0. Okay, so this is ChainLink. Look, ChainLink peaked August 2020. You see that? It literally peaked up here. So in the Bitcoin halving year, DeFi had a big year. It was DeFi season. It's funny enough, friends, DeFi season was so big that Others BTC chart did 6 green monthly candles. Check it out. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see that? Others BTC did 6 green monthly candles, okay? So that's how big DeFi season was. And what ended up happening was, in the actual bull market, none of them moved up. They were all pretty much scams, okay? Now, obviously, not scams, but you get it. Just scam. You pretty much got destroyed. Look at this. Look at this. Chainlink, friends, when you reach the bull market, it's already down 73% against Ethereum. And this was Chainlink's performance back as Bitcoin peaked. It just kept dropping down another 60%. So Chainlink was down 80% against ETH when Bitcoin actually peaked with retail alt season in May 2020, when Richard Hart calls the top. So that happened with Aave, Chainlink, happened with Curve, happened with Uni, happened with everything pretty much, okay? But Uni didn't have a token, okay? But that's pretty much it, right? So Also happened with synthetics. Yes, actually, I know them. I know all those big runners. That's why I was prepared. I was like, well, whatever happens in 2024, not going to last forever. Just be careful. And that's why I'm just seeing it right now. Because you literally, that's why people ask me, I said to you, people wanted to know something. Why do you cover that SOL-eth ratio? It's because it happened again. Something ran up in the Bitcoin halvening year, and then it's now fading off as the bull market's starting. But this is the crazy part. You probably think it's obvious. It wasn't, friends. Everyone in crypto, mainstream KOLs, were covering DeFi 1.0 stuff as the bull market appeared. So as NFTs appeared and went up, as Shiba Inu and Doge went up, as gaming went up, as Metaverse went up, as everything went up, everyone in crypto was still talking about the DeFi 1.0 stuff because they were so locked on from that Bitcoin halvening year. And it seemed so obvious, man, because there was so much utility in them. They did 1000x runners, man. And guess what? All went to Poopy Town. They all went to Poopy Town. So that's why, friends, that's why I tell you, I look for stuff I've never seen before, bro. Yeah, if you're looking for the stuff, I hope it's starting to click for you now, right? Are you looking around in crypto industry? You're like, wait a minute. This is exactly repeating all over again. They're still saying Soylana the future, Soylana the future, Soylana the future. No, bro, Soylana was the future a year and a half ago. And then it became the future. The president just launched a freaking token on your chain, bro. He chose your chain for meme coin supercycle stuff. And guess what? Boop, the ratio is going down. Now you're starting to see, as I see, Paulie Boo Atkins saying, we're going to put Project Crypto. We're going to use Ethereum. Jamie Dildo just said, we like stable coins. You see? So it's just all these hints that we're going to move. I'm not saying Ethereum's going to be the big chain winner or anything out here. Hopefully it's Pulse chain that does the big moonshot run. And it should. Hopefully it does, right? But I'm just telling you, friends, that's how people get trapped. People come in and they say, oh, it was so obvious. It was so obvious. There's so much adoption over here. I don't think it was obvious, bro. I think there was more luck and randomness than you pretty much give it credit for. So that's why people get trapped in this game, friends. They confuse brains for their own bull market. I showed you this before as well, friends. So White House says President Trump is going to support banning from trading stocks. Remember, this is one of my exotic top signals, which I'll show you, because I'm here 18 hours a day, friends. I can't predict what your dentist is going to tell you about your teeth. I can't predict what color suck you're going to get next, okay? So I don't do that. I'm here 18 hours a day. I channel something from the universe because I'm just here 18 hours a day. I'm sure if you said you sat here too, you do the same thing. Now, exotic top signals. See, these ones that are ticked, they're already done. Why I've left these, friends? You know what, friends? I could have easily deleted the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF and Andrew Tate launching a coin. And I would have said, oh, no, but I'm just being honest with you. I made this stuff. I was conceptualizing this stuff in the beginning of 2023, right? I was conceptualizing this stuff before, like, even crypto started going up again. So I thought they were going to give us the ETFs at the end. No, they actually started off with the ETFs in the Bitcoin halving year. That's why I was, like, shocked. But I was like, whatever. I have all these other signals as well, right? Andrew Tate already launched the coin last year, funny enough. See? So some things you do early, right? But US Congress self-banning from stocks is another one of them. And the US Fed did it from the last cycle. So we've got plenty more other things to cover. It's just one of those exotic things. I might add another one, friends. I don't know why. I've been thinking Warren Buffett, he's 94. I wonder if he passes away at the end. But the thing is, you got to remember, crypto peaks out before stocks. Okay, crypto peaks out before the stocks. So I don't think we're going to see Buffett passes away. I don't know, Buffett passes away, and then crypto passes. I don't think it's that. That might be the end of the stock market. It feels like he's got such a magical story. The Oracle of Omaha, greatest investor ever. It feels like he passes away at the top of the bull market, and everyone does a big screenshot of like the greatest return ever that you've seen from such a long period of time. You know what I mean? Like it just seems like that's how the story ends. It doesn't feel like S&P is going to have like a 38% retracement and then he passed. But you don't know. We'll see. I covered this a bit in Juicy News as well, friends. So Bud has debated RH Maxi about PDI. We've got plenty more stuff coming out here. It was actually pretty cool just to go through. But like I said, it's all about believers, right? So the price just has to go high enough for people to kind of like switch on as to what's going on, just like what happened with Bitcoin. Like, you know, there's thousands of things I could answer and just show you. Like, for example, friends, like I told you in Juicy News, no one said, oh, this is the greatest store of value about Bitcoin in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. You know what they were saying? They go, who's this anonymous dude? I don't trust him. If this is such a great store of value, why don't you come put your name on it? That's what they're saying. You know what I mean? You can't ask him that question. That's why you can't ask, who's the founder of PDI? Has no founder. So we'll see what happens. This is also important, friend. This is the Bitcoin long-term holder chart. It's their 30-day net position. Do you see how these waves go green to red? We've just gone from green, which is accumulation. Now they're starting to sell. This is long-term holders, okay? So what they do is they track on chain. They go, hey, if you hold something for like longer than a year or two, you're in the long-term holder account. And then if that starts to move, they say that you're selling, okay? Now, I feel like, do you see how, look what ended up happening. In our bull market, we've had 2 waves of Bitcoin, okay? Now, actually, if you watch CryptoFace noticed something like me as well. Bitcoin, it loves the number 3 and 4. Yeah, it always does like 3 or 4 waves, you know, usually 4. The 4th one's usually like a lower high. You know, there's like 3 biggest, and the 4th one's like the 4th one. It's like, it might make a high, but it's losing momentum, but it does about 4 waves. This is 2 big waves we've had. This was the Bitcoin ETF. This one that we just had running into 100K plus, right? So yeah, this was the Trump rally, right? And this one was the Bitcoin ETF one. So I got a feeling we're going to have the 3rd one now. And I think it's going to get really nerve-wracking for people. I think they're going to prematurely call the top on it. That's what I think is going to happen. But we'll see. Maybe Bitcoin 130, 140K, and the 4-year cycle is going to get out. That's why, friends, I hate to say this. Trust me, I want our bags to pump way more than you. And I'm here to mog all the non-believers. But we're just going to be honest with each other. We got to get rid of the 4-year cycles, bro. Yeah? Their time is up now. Do you know that? You might say, oh no, but Somi, 4-year cycle means selling at the end of this year. No, that's longer than 4-year cycle, sirs and madams. Dogecoin mania was in May 2021. That was the top. Okay, the top. We haven't even started to go up and have fun. Do you get it? The top. So Dogecoin mania was 3 to 4 months of madness leading into the top. We haven't even started one month of madness yet. Do you get it? So we are now we're after the 4-year cycle. You know, now here's the funny part. You might say, but Tommy, it's like 6 months and stuff. Trust me, you multiply the months by 4. Okay. So if it's like if we're gonna like, so right now, let's look at it, right? So May. So we're 3 months difference. Yeah. The real number is multiplied by 4. So it's really 3 months times 4. It's about a year. So it's like in real time, we've been running on for a year longer. Okay, that's the crypto volatility. It's 4 times. We move 4 times faster. We move 4 times higher. That's the volatility, the beta moves of everything out here. Okay, and the timing. So I wonder what's going to happen, right? We don't know how many waves we're going to get. Okay, and by the way, obviously it's not my responsibility. If it is the 3rd one, it's all over. Okay, well, okay, we waited 4.5 years. Now we've got to wait another 4.5 years. And I know that scares the living poop out of everybody, but we can't do anything about it. I don't think it's going to be ever like that. I think it's a believer's cycle. Speaking of it being a believer's cycle, check out this Coinfessions Rekt. I bought Chill House at 300K market cap and sold for a loss 20 minutes later. So this stuff will haunt people, friends. So you got to remember, these are the people who like I say, friends, they're watching the LA Vape Cabal and they're like, hey, sir, give me the next 100x meme coin. It will surely retire me. And the LA Vape Cabal goes, yes, just put my foot in your mouth, and this is the last meme coin you'll have to buy. That's pretty much what most of crypto and everyone out here is dealing with. Now, I'm checking out the Chill House thing up here. I don't know if this is the actual real one, friends. I don't know. If I even check it at the market cap chart, how much could he have made? Let's just so we'll do all these theoreticals. Wow, 300K market cap. See, if this is it, yeah, it would have made. Oh my gosh! Wow, you made 83 times your money. Yeah, so if you put 1 SOL, could have been 83 SOL. So this big stuff. But it's fast, man. Look how fast it is, man. This is weeks. Bang, 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 bang. And there's going to be another coin. There's like 10 losers along the way, you know. Yeah, friends, even just telling you, TraderMayne, he's an elite level trader, right? He does the prop firm stuff, leverage trading stuff out here. He bought PNUT the Squirrel. He put $500 in. The guy, dude, this is what I don't get, bro. You're worth between 10 and 15 million, TraderMayne. Why the hell did you take out your $500, bro? He took the lot. He took it out for like a 50% gain or like a 20% loss. And even if he left it, he would have 15 million. I'm not joking. Yeah, he just ran up only. Yeah, he got in literally at the start. We did the market cap. PNUT the Squirrel. You remember, friends, PNUT the Squirrel, the one that they killed right before Trump got elected last year. It was like representation of the Joe Biden administration, you know, being like with the woke he's taken over. So I'm just showing you, friends, like you can't do everything, friends. Like, remember I told you, rest in peace, Big Lenny, okay? Big Lenny, we always light candles for Big Lenny, okay? Big Lenny told us, you never be a cookie cutter, all right? What's a cookie cutter, right? If you try to do everything, you end up being good at nothing, all right? If you're leverage trading, you can be great. I'll tell you though, for every 100 people that do it, only one are making it. That's it, 1 out of 100. The other 99 don't. And you learn the hard way that, guess what? All you got to do in long-term holding is just literally hold long-term. Easier said than done though. It's simple. It ain't really easy, right? Because you're dealing with your emotions all the time. Also want to give you this other yummy update, friends. So retailers, this is very strange, right? So there's this company called FIGMA. I forgot what they do again. FIGMA. It's like the worst name ever. FIGMA. It's a web-based interface, design and prototype. Oh, I think it's Canva, which is like, it's basically like Photoshop thumbnail creation. Really, really simple for thumbnails and stuff out here and creating art. But it's more enhanced than it, okay? So FIGMA, they have done an IPO. So IPO, shares. Here's the thing, friends. This is actually real. So one dude, okay, if I show you, this guy, Cirrus, he put in, this is wild, man. He put in $1 million bid. So he went on to Robinhood. So Robinhood is trying to get everybody into IPOs and stuff. Here's the thing, friends. Everyone knows about IPOs now. There's no edge. We're in the third cycle of Launchpad's IPOs. I got destroyed, bro. We're down 90% of them. Everyone knows about Launchpads and IPOs. So this guy put $1 million bid, 33,000 shares. He got filled for 1 share, $30. He put $1 million bid, $1 million. They filled him for $30, 1 share. So pretty much what ends up happening is it's fake. Okay, the popular stuff. What you're dealing with we made the crypto industry because of how corrupt the financial system is, because there's all these shadows. So you're going to literally the demon's dungeon itself, down on the bottom. Okay, you're gonna fight Pudge, if you remember from Dota 2, the Butcher from Diablo. Okay, for one of the first OG bosses. You're gonna fight the Butcher down the bottom. I'll show you. Here it is right now, taking it back old school. This is it. You're gonna fight the Butcher.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus.
Let's go. This is it. This is the Butcher. You see that? It was a different time back then, you know, scared the hell out of everyone. So, when it comes to the IPOs, I love you, let's play some Papa G music for that. Come at me, Butcher. Come at me. I've got Spoonie. So, you're dealing with the masters of grifting and scamming is the big banks, Wall Street. Yeah. So, they know how to market to retail to get them in, to make them think any price is cheap. So, what they do is they fill for the banks and their friends really, really cheap prices. So, when retail sees the information, they say, oh, these 3 levels filled out in 2 minutes, 2 seconds, instant, 5 seconds, bid. Oh, it's gone fast. So no matter what price comes out, they think, oh, I better get that because that might go fast too. It's total grifting, yeah. They're like, oh, these 3 levels of prices, 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4 cents, they all filled really, really fast. So the next one's going to feel really fast. It's going to be the open of what you're going to get. And then when you're buying it, you're buying it like, 58 cents. You know what I mean? Like you're buying a huge appreciation for them. And by the way, FIGMA did launch 3x higher. It launched like 200% higher, and it's actually, I think, paused for the day trading. Now, why I wanted to show it for you is this very strange video, because this is it, friends. So this is the thing, right? This guy actually made a thread. He goes, FIGMA left 2.3 billion on the table, but it's not market excitement. It's deliberate underpricing and legalized theft by investment banks who sold it cheap to their institutional buddies. Retail shoves in at the open and gets used as exit liquidity. These did the same playbook. DoorDash, Airbnb, 2021, 50 billion was stolen. So these are billions and billions of dollars. Since 2020, this cartel's stolen over $100 billion. It's kind of funny, bro. Are you a crypto? I'm just checking out. Is it Johnny Boo Wang? Are you a crypto guy? I hope you're a... Let's just check his bio. Maybe he's a crypto guy. Yeah. That's it. The cartel. Yeah, it's The bug eater banks, okay? Look at these people cheer on themselves as they exit liquidity fence. Look at this, look at this. They start cheering. Look at that. Look. FIGMA, FIGMA. I love this. It's so... It's just amazing. FIGMA, FIGMA, FIGMA. Woo! FIGMA! Why am I so captured by this? Because it's like this weird part of that those movies, introspective movies, when they're like, these people are cheering on their own deaths. It's like you've hit full psychosis of the crowd. Yeah, you're like, yes, I love buying 3x higher than 5 minutes ago to be used as exit liquidity. I love it. That's why I tell you, friends, most people are not in markets. 99%, they're not here to make money, man. They think they're here to make money. But if you check their actions, they're actually here for dopamine. Yeah. They follow their emotions. Yeah. Every fiber of your being is pretty much guiding you to lose money. Yeah. Buying high, follow the crowd. It feels good. Let's go in. Yeah. And then, oh no, it's gone bad. Sell that. Not cool. Don't invest for long term. I'll make another decision out where that'll make 10x before this thing goes up. You see? So I don't think we are at the very, very end, but we would be delusional if we didn't say we are close to the end. Seeing something like that. Okay? We're not there yet though. It's like we're seeing the remnants. There has to be some big poster child stuff out here. I believe we're waiting for that poster child moment. You know what I mean? It'll be obvious when it appears. For now, like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.